Good evening. I am Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Seth Francis Dickerson of Chopticon's Air Force JROTC and member of the class of 2019. Please remain standing for the pledge to the flag, the singing of our national anthem, and the X of the Air Force JROTC color guard. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. It is my honor to welcome you to Chopticon's 54th commencement ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard, our band, orchestra, and chorus students and staff who are participating in tonight's ceremony. Audience members are reminded to please remain in your seats to take pictures. If you need to leave the gym during the ceremony, please use the rear doors. Now I ask that you please welcome from the class of 2019 an Academy of Finance completer, a vital leader in hosting the Maryland Association of Students Council's Fall Leadership Conference at Chopticon in November, a young woman who volunteers many hours in the community as the president of the Junior Optimist Club and recipient of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution Patriotism Award, Ms. Taylor Ann Bahen.
Dr. Smith, members of the Board of Education, parents, family, and special guests. On behalf of the class of 2019, we want to welcome you to Chopticon's 54th commencement ceremony. It is my distinct honor to introduce you to some of our very special guests. I would like to begin by introducing the platform guests. The Board of Education for St. Mary's County, Chairman Mrs. Karen Bailey, Vice Chairman Mrs. Kathy Allen, Board members Mr. James Davis, Mrs. Rita Weaver, and Mrs. Mary Washington. Dr. J. Scott Smith, Superintendent of Schools, St. Mary's County Public Schools. Mrs. Kim Summers, Principal of Chopticon High School. Special guest, Mrs. Kara Grisco, Class of 2019 sponsor and Senior Counselor. Mrs. Heather Russell, Class of 2019 sponsor. Mrs. Kathy Norton, Class of 2019 Administrator. Mrs. Chris White, College and Career Advisor. Mrs. Ashley Gallo, Sponsor of Student Government Association. I ask that the following students stand when I call your name. Zachary Richard Buckler, Class of 2019 President. Seth Francis Dickerson, Class of 2019 Group Commander, Air Force Junior ROTC. Rufus Melvin Mitchell, Class of 2019 Academy of Visual and Performing Arts completer and member of Superintendent Student Leadership Advisory Counselor. Class of 2019 Salutatorian, Aisha Janelle Alexandria Rennie, the recipient of the Most Outstanding Academic Academy of Finance completer, the President's Award for Academic Excellence, and Advanced Placement Star Award. Class of 2019 Valedictorian Thomas Patrick DeStefanis, recipient of the Seal of Biliteracy, Most Outstanding Advanced Placement Student Awards in English, Mathematics, Science, and World Languages, and the President's Award for Academic Excellence. We have some very special guests in our audience tonight. Please stand to be recognized when I introduce you. Representatives of the St. Mary's County Public Schools. Dr. Maureen Montgomery, Deputy Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Tammy McCourt, Assistant Superintendent of Fiscal Services and Human Resources. Dr. Jeff Walker, Assistant Superintendent of Supporting Services. Dr. Jeffrey Mayer, Chief Strategic Officer. Dr. Dale Farrell, Director of Human Resources. Please welcome our elected officials. The Honorable Jack Bailey, Senator, and the Honorable Matt Morgan, Delegate, Maryland General Assembly. Our county commissioners, Commissioner President James R. Guy, Commissioner Eric Colvin, Commissioner Todd Morgan, Commissioner John E. O'Connor. Representing the Naval Air Station at Patuxent River is Captain Christopher Cox, Commanding Officer, Patuxent River Naval Air Station, and Miss Dawn Simpson, School Liaison Officer. Mr. John Ryan, Chopticon Principal from 1993 through 2001. I will introduce the following guests as a group. Please stand to be recognized. School principals and academic deans, school system supervisors, and our educational partners. Would the parents of our valedictorian and salutatorian please stand to be recognized? And our other very special guests. Please give a round of applause for our parents and all others who have supported the class of 2019 through their educational journey. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Please welcome our principal, Mrs. Kim Summers.
Good evening. I am Kim Summers, and it is my honor and privilege to serve this class, this school, and this great community as principal of Chopticon High School. This evening, I welcome each of our families, friends, and distinguished guests, and thank everyone for joining us today as we recognize the outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2019. At this time, I also ask that you join me in acknowledging the staff and each of the proud teachers at Chopticon High School who have joined us this evening to share and support us in the celebration of your accomplishments. And now I welcome each of you, the Chopticon High School class of 2019. Each year, I look for something to inspire my thoughts as I work to compose a graduation speech that is meaningful as well as personal. This year, I found the inspiration for my speech in the pages of our yearbook. As I looked through the pages of senior pictures and read the quotes, it became apparent to me that you all have some pretty good thoughts to share. So I thought reflecting on your own words and quotes would be the perfect way to honor you this evening. The quotes I will be sharing with you are an eclectic mix. Some are funny, inspirational, thought-provoking, and many even offer good advice. So I'd like to begin with these two quotes. The first was from Christian Nolan, who said, "Stay close to the people who make you feel like sunshine." And Summer Andrews, whose quote was, "Smile like you're on fire." I selected these two quotes for the beginning of my remarks this evening because I cannot stress enough to you the importance of a smile, a positive friend, positive friends, and a positive outlook. You will be amazed how much better the world looks and how the world looks at you when you have a smile on your face and surround yourself with positive people. I selected the next two quotes because they focus on the importance of your choices. Rebecca Guy's quote was, "Once you choose hope, anything is possible." And Lateef Farmer said, "You determine your destiny." Don't ever forget the impact the choices you make will have on your life. Your choices in your personal and professional life will determine your destiny. So choose wisely, carefully, never lose hope, and believe that through hard work and determination, anything is truly possible for you. I would now like to share a couple of my favorite, more humorous quotes. The first comes from Antone Smith. Antone said something most of you can relate to but probably want to say but didn't. Antone said, "I want to thank Google, Photomath, Quizlet, Slander, and whoever invented copy and paste." Antone's quote is a reminder that you should rely on your resources, not only to get you through high school, but to get you through life. Be sure to continue to rely on your resources and the lessons you have learned from your parents, teachers, friends, family, and of course, Google. And next we have Cameron Gibson's quote, which was, ready for this? "Let's be honest, if I can pass, anybody can." So, I choose to think that what Cameron was really trying to say here is, believe in yourself and persevere. Then there was one quote that was listed in the yearbook 3 times. Mark Collins, Megan Jelinek, and Carly Kerr all quoted Michael Scott from the show The Office. And the quote is, "And I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do." When I read that quote, it reminded me of how many of you must be feeling at this very moment, because you have one foot in adulthood and you're thinking you've got it all figured out, but also realizing that maybe you really don't. And that's okay, that's life. It can be scary and exhilarating all at the same time. Keep in mind that it is at these times when you grow the most and begin to realize your potential and thrive. And speaking of thriving, Amaya Hill's quote offered great advice on how to approach life. Amaya said, "My mission in life is not to survive, but to thrive, and do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." I love that one. And finally, I selected 2 quotes that mention something that you will all always carry with you, your memories. Mason Quaid's quote was, "We didn't realize we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun." And Maria Kolar said, "Our lives are before us, our paths are behind us, but our memories are forever with us." So I encourage you, as you step into adulthood this evening, to every once in a while go back and revisit the memories and the people who helped you make them. The pages of your yearbook are a great place to start. Stay in touch with your friends and recall the wisdom and the good times that you've shared. So just to recap, smile, stay positive, make good choices, rely on your resources, believe in yourself, thrive, and continue to make and collect wonderful memories. As you leave tonight, leave knowing that we are all so very proud of you. We are impressed by you, we believe in you, and we're counting on you to do your best with what you've been given. Many of us will be watching from afar and wishing you nothing but the very best this life has to offer. And finally, I would like to end my remarks with Blake Fowler's quote, which was, "Never goodbye, only see you later." Congratulations, class of 2019. It is now my privilege to announce the Maryland Merit Scholastic Scholars. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until all students have been announced. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Merit Scholastic Scholars represent the top 5% of our class. Thomas Patrick DeStefanis, Aisha Janelle Alexandria Rennie, Jacob Andrew Dolliner, Erin Marie Kennedy, Tyler Lee Jenkins, Megan Elizabeth Yelenick, Austin Julius DeStefanis, Aubrey Madeline Hepstall, Nicholas Dooley Piasante, Madeline Gail Hortskamp, Aubrielle Elizabeth Barnett, Alyssa Margaret Bolton, Faith Jordan Allen, Elizabeth Allison Brown, Shayna Lee Smith, William Jackson Alderman, Jade Ember Collins, Megan Christine Overby, Kyle Matthew Murphy, Brittany Han Duong. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the top 5% of the class of 2019. Chloe Marie Brandt and Mackenzie Alice Windsor will now sing The Parting Glass.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I have spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for once of wit to memory now I can't recall, so fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they're sorry for my gone away, and of all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
Please welcome our class salutatorian, Aisha Janelle Alexandria Rennie.
It is my pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome and good evening to fellow graduates of the class of 2019, family, friends, staff, advisors, school superintendent, Board of Education members, and distinguished guests. Thank you for being here to share this special moment with our class, the class of 2019. Before I salute my class as salutatorian, I would like to set aside a moment tonight to pay tribute to some other important individuals. Since this ceremony takes place during the week of Memorial Day, I believe that it is most appropriate to take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. I would also like to salute the active military and the veterans in the crowd, especially my dad, as well as the members of the class of 2019 who have already enlisted. Will all of you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service and sacrifice for our country. As I stand before you all tonight on this stage alone, I want you to know that I would not be standing here without the incredible support system of tremendously strong women cheering me on. I have been blessed to have enjoyed the love and support of my amazing mother, the prayers of my beautiful grandmothers, the guidance and mentorship of my wonderful aunt, the encouragement of my teacher, Miss Baden, and the kindness of my best friend, Amaya. I am eternally grateful that you all were invested in me and believed in my potential. I promise you my best is yet to come. Now to you, the class of 2019, we have come a long way from being scared, awkward freshmen trying to navigate the maze-like halls of Chopticon to the confident seniors we are tonight. As a class, we have accomplished so much over the past 4 years, and I know we will continue to accomplish even more in the future. All we have accomplished, however, would not have been possible without the tireless effort of our doting parents, demanding teachers, diligent guidance counselors, and all of our support systems that we have in place. All of these people became the motivating forces that helped us set goals, encouraged us to dream big, and inspired us to have high expectations for our respective futures. Our class has seen a lot of changes over the course of these 4 years. Some of the most notable changes have been being allowed to use our phones in school and have drinks in class. I would like to thank Ms. Summers and administration for that. Our class also transitioned from block lunches to the 1-hour lunch. 1-hour lunch has allowed us to get extra help in our classes, make up work, and simply see our friends more. Regardless of the changes that have been made, our class has managed to find the positives and make the most out of each new opportunity presented to us. Chopticon class of 2019, we are unique in so many ways. Any school can educate, but here at Chopticon, we learn, we do, and together we strive to make a difference in the here and now. Our class has helped implement many initiatives. We are the first class to graduate with all 4 years of both the Superintendent's and Principal's Advisory Councils. The Superintendent's Advisory Council has worked hard to address the most pressing issues students have today. They voice their concerns about school security, mental health awareness, and because of them, our voices and ideas have been heard and acknowledged by our community. Our voices have led to improved security procedures and protocols for entering schools, mental health activities with guidance counselors, and youth drug summits that explain the true risk of nicotine to students. Our class also helped implement the Building Excellent Students Together program, also known as BEST, which helps incoming freshmen get acclimated to high school. Ms. Norton and Ms. Ensminger have done a tremendous amount of work, and I would like to thank them for the work they have done. The BEST program has successfully helped freshmen navigate the halls of Chopticon and become influential members of our community. Finally, BEST also helped start the Choose Kind campaign, aimed at unifying Chopticon through empathy while developing personal and meaningful connections with everyone we interact with. This campaign fostered a positive, supportive environment for everyone at Chopticon. These 3 initiatives demonstrated the power students have to bring about change when they come together. Our dedication to our community has made a lasting difference at Chopticon. In closing, I will challenge this graduating class of 2019 to do more of what we have already been doing. Give back more to our community, set high expectations, dream bigger, know and appreciate your self-worth. Don't lower your standards, and when we stumble, and we will, it is okay. Just pick ourselves up and keep going. Lastly, as we leave behind the memories of high school, today we choose the direction of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2019. Let's go make our mark and make this world a better place than we found it.
Now please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Thomas Patrick DeStefanis.
Good evening. Today marks the beginning of a great change in the lives of all of the members of the class of 2019. However, before we enter this foreign yet exciting future, I believe it is important to take a step back and thank those who have gotten us to where we are today. These people are different for all of us. They may be parents, siblings, friends, coaches, or anyone else who simply lent a helping hand. Although the one group I think we all received insight and guidance from is the astounding faculty and staff we have at Chopticon. These educators show a true dedication to both their subject areas and the students, which has been instrumental in shaping many of our lives and ambitions. I would like to extend a personal thank you to all of them. I also could not stand here without thanking my family, including my twin brother Austin, as well as my friends, who much to their disappointment, I could not personally name them all, but I would simply like them to know that their love and support has helped me through all these years. No matter who these special people are to the rest of the class, our lives would not be the same without them, and I encourage all of you to thank them the next time the opportunity arises. As I mentioned before, today is a great change for many of us. We have spent most of our lives in the same place with the same people doing many of the same extracurricular activities. Although there have been many constants in our lives, we have already experienced some grand changes which have shaped us into who we are today. I think many of us can gladly agree we are very different from the versions of ourselves which first entered high school almost 4 years ago, and we will always have Chopticon to thank for this growth. However, as we enter this next stage of our lives, we have an opportunity to transform ourselves from people who merely experience change to people who can make change. This applies to all of us, no matter what path we choose to pursue in the years to come. Many of us will be attending college, studying a myriad of subjects spanning from music therapy to civil engineering. Others have chosen to enlist in the military, selflessly serving our nation. Finally, some of us will be going directly into the workforce, using what we have learned from Chopticon to pursue careers we have always dreamed of. Regardless of where we are headed, we all have the ability to paint the pictures of our lives as we imagined them, and we all have the ability to make a change in the world for the better. We are at the point in our lives where our world of opportunity is open to us. Do not hesitate out of fear, move forward towards your dreams. Everyone will always have times where success doesn't seem likely, and it may be easier to stay in our comfort zones and not reach for our true ambitions. But as American journalist Sidney J. Harris once said, regret for the things we did can be tempered by time. It is regret for the things we did not do that is inconsolable. No matter how large our mistakes are, I truly believe the outcome will always be better than if we did not try at all, as it is only a failure to try which guarantees success will not be reached. This means as we leave here today and enter the rest of our lives, we should all go for that job we never think we'll get, bring up that idea we fear everyone else might find unwise, and reach for our dreams which at times may feel so far away. We will all get over the times when things do not work out just the way we planned, but if we never discover how our attempts work out, we will be left wondering what if. With that in mind, I hope we all enter this next chapter of our lives with fervor and optimism, never yielding to our doubts and uncertainties, because we have been prepared for these next steps. And we must also remember and never forget, we come from the home of the Braves. Thank you. Please rise for the singing of our alma mater.
Our voices sing
Please be seated. Join me in welcoming the president of the class of 2019, Zachary Richard Buckler.
Well, we made it. It seemed like this day would never get here. However, those many, many, many long years together suddenly seemed to have gone by in no time. Through all our years together, we have met new friends, explored new environments, and of course created new memories that we'll take with us when we leave here tonight as we spread out in every direction imaginable. When graduation finally came within our reach in high school, we began to focus on our futures. During the last 4 years, we have been given countless opportunities to grow into our future selves, filled with dreams, goals, and aspirations. And although many days were spent moping and brooding and drudging through the tests, the projects, the homework, and their demanding due dates, with no end in sight, the end of this phase of our lives is here tonight. We worked hard, we were nice, and we chose kind. All that time and all that hard work was not in vain. That time was spent working towards something: your career, your studies, your dreams, your life yet to come. Take a moment right now to take a breath. Look back on all you have managed to accomplish, all we have managed to accomplish in just the past 4 years together at Chopticon. Star athletes from our class shattered school records in several sports, like cross country, field hockey, and swim. A near impeccable winning streak for our highly talented band, who won multiple national titles, as well as the incredible once-in-a-lifetime experience of performing at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii sophomore year, continued with our class's assistance. Besides trotting the globe to Hawaii, our chorus, band, and color guard also traveled to perform at Disney World in Florida just this past March. A couple choice senior artists have had their work on display at the Arts Center in Leonardtown, while seniors in the Academy of Visual and Performing Arts have taken their artwork to Philadelphia. We have come together to enjoy plays and musicals put on by our extremely dedicated thespians who practice and perform year-round. We have laughed with, or probably at, amusing talent shows hosted and run by the Class of 2019 Council, the same council responsible for budgeting, funding, and planning the 2019 prom, as well as a number of other fundraisers. Seniors also populated other helpful clubs and institutions, such as our hardworking, exclusive, prestigious chapter of the National Honor Society. Taking after our other environmentally friendly class clubs like Envirothon, the National Honor Society recently hosted a beautification day in which members chose to come to Chopticon on a weekend off, clean the campus, and create beautiful new gardens in front of the school. You can also find similar groups of selfless, giving seniors in the Academy of Finance, recognizable by the green cords that they are wearing this evening. These students have held internships ranging from positions within the school system to local accounting firms. Seniors have also proved their rigid work ethic in the extracurriculars through the Future Business Leaders of America organization. All 4 years that we have been attending Chopticon, we've had students from our class win at state and qualify for national competitions sponsored by the FBLA. Another organization that this class has been active in is the Student Government Association. The Fall Leadership Conference for all of Maryland was held right here at Chopticon. Class members have also been active in the Braves Buddies program, formerly known as Best Buddies, and have provided friendships and nurturing care and attention for our special education students. Outstanding seniors, however, do not just prove themselves within the walls of Chopticon. We have some seniors who have joined the Principal Advisory Council led by our Mrs. Kim Summers and the Superintendent Advisory Council led by Dr. James Scott Smith. These students go above and beyond to improve conditions within our school, from the famous replacement of ranch dressing in our cafeteria to the organization and planning of our school-wide Shred Hate Rally, in which students from all grade levels joined together to protest bullying and discrimination within St. Mary's County. The common theme throughout all these accomplishments is that they were done by committees, teams, clubs, troops, councils, and groups of students. Hundreds of powerful individuals with unlimited potential who, while struggling just to find themselves through these formative years, managed to come together to create the unforgettable class of 2019. I am proud to be a member of this class, and I must personally thank my fellow classmates for electing me as their president these last 3 years. It has been an honor. Please welcome Rufus Melvin Mitchell.
Good evening, everybody. It is my great honor to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. J. Scott Smith. In my last 2 years on the Superintendent's Advisory Council, I feel like I got to know the guy pretty well. We're basically best friends. And I feel like I can say wholeheartedly that he not only cares about the school systems, but the students in the school as well. Multiple times, students like me have given him criticism and feedback to make our schools a better place, and he takes it very well. He's also shown us that we have a voice, and we can use our voice to make positive changes in our schools. So, Dr. J. Scott Smith, take it away.
Oh, Rufus, what an introduction that was. So the older I get, the more I think I have something important to say, as though graying hair and an expanding waistline in some ways leads to greater wisdom. But let me tell you about a secret. It really hasn't. Now, I could give a speech about, well, back in my day, before there was Google, there was a thing called the card catalog. There were things called the Dewey Decimal System, and if you wanted to copy something, you had to use a pencil. Parents, you remember. Before there was Amazon, there was a thing called the Sears Wish Book that came out once a year, and you circled what you wanted and you hoped your parents would buy it. Ask your parents. Let's be realistic, probably ask your parents' parents. But commencement isn't about someone else's past, it's about your future. So maybe tonight, the older you are, the less you should say. And since I'm the oldest speaker tonight, how about I give the shortest speech? I have only one single and short piece of advice. Stay good. Stay good. Because you are so good right now. Well, at Chopticon High School, you have done so many good things, small and large, and we need you to bring that good into the wider world. We need all the goodness you can muster. So, stay good. That's simple, right? Sure, that's simple. So, to the most good group of graduates I know, make sure you pause and smile for your picture. Hug your parents tightly tonight because their backs have been assaulted sitting in these seats. Go forth and make the world a better place. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, parents.
Dr. Smith, I just have to say that I'm sorry you don't get the honor of being the oldest speaker tonight. That would be me. Okay, the presentation of diplomas will now begin.
What are you talking about? All right. Good enough? Call the names. Zachary Richard Buckler. Jalen Isaiah Turner. Thomas Patrick DeStefanis. Shannon Jessica Baker. Megan Elizabeth Yelenick. Aubrey Madeline Hepstall. Aisha Janelle Alexandra Rennie. Austin Julius DeStefanis. Sydney Ray Mushrush. Aaron Agnes Baker. Ryan Jacob Abel. Taylor Nicole Abel. Garrett Anthony Adams. William Jackson Alderman. Jonathan Michael Ailey. Faith Jordan Allen. Dylan Speed Alton. Noah Scott Amos. Summer Marie Andrews. Tyler Alexandra Engel.
Samuel Rawlings Armstrong. Riley Allison Odd. Andrew Jacob Baggett. Brianna Nicole Bagley. Taylor Ann Bahen. Corinne Nicole Baker. Gavin O'Neill Barbita. Abrielle Elizabeth Barnett. Michaela Michelle Barrett. Brandon Scott Bates. Tristan Caleb Baxter. Lana Joy Beach. Jenna Louise Bell. Madeline Rose Bergling. Jordan Michael Burcutt. Morgan Renee Beverly. Samuel Coburn Black. Dominic Charles Blake.
Shane Michael Blankenship. Naya Aaron Blessingame. Anthony Connor Blen. Madison Lee Blizzard. Alyssa Margaret Bolton. Jeffrey Thomas Bonner. Richard Earl Boswell. Jason Robert Bowles. Josephine Monet Bowles. Nicholas Todd Brady. Chloe Marie Brandt. Brandon William Brianos. Micah John Ray Briscoe. Austin Thomas Brown. Elizabeth Allison Brown. Jordan Nicole Brown.
Julia Lynn Brown. Michael Allen Bruce. Gavin Riley Buckley Tippett. Amy Renee Burke. Charles Richard Burrows Jr. David Christopher Bush. Katie Marie Cabada. Maria Lynn Kakamisi. Jesse Aaron Campbell. Sean Preston Carr. Casey Marie Catterton. Nicole Yunjing Kayunda. Melissa Ann Cecil. Alexis Cheyenne Chandler. Dustin Ray Charnock. Christina Nicole Chase. Samuel Boyce Chick.
Kayla Marie Cisco. Mariah Nicole Clenny. Sean Everett Clevenger. Jade Ember Collins. Travis Michael Collins. Donovan Trayshawn Cooper. Destiny Marie Copsey. Anna Elizabeth Cornwell. Cayenne Raquel Cotto-Williams. Brianna Jalicia Cross. Brandy Lee Crumrine. Laura Zulaik Cruz. Mark Theodore Cullens. Kayana Rose Kunick. Emily Nicole Cusick. Julie Lynn Cusick. Dylan Allen Dalka.
Hattie Eva Dalton. Devin Anthony Darnall. Javontes Daquan Davis. Kayla Marie Davis. Eric Carl DeGrandcourt. Dylan Wyatt Delahaye. Sophia Elizabeth Deonda. Raylisha Sade Dickerson. Seth Francis Dickerson. Vincent Martin Dickerson. Joshua David Dixon. Jacob Andrew Dolinar. Brooke Nicole Domino. Alexander Jacob Donley. Alyssa Dawn Dorsey. Brittany Han Duong. Dylan Matthew Edelin. Jonathan Jamal Edelin.
Corey Ari Ellis. Logan Alexander Erb. Fatima Espinoza Fonseca. Tyler Bryce Estes. Justin Tyler Eder. Donald Robert Everson III. Caitlin Marie Finelli. Lati Darnell Farmer Jr. Travis Lee Farrell. Aaron Michael Fedak. Justin Donovan Fenwick. Lucas Allen Flamino. Blake Andrew Fowler. Clayton Wyatt Frawley. James Joseph Freck. Justin Arthur Gack. Nicholas Michael Hinojosa Gagnon.
Jacob Andrew Garland. Delara Oxoy Gibb. Cameron Ty Gibson. Rebecca Nicole Gibson. Jonathan Thomas Gilliam. Vincent Ryan Godecki. Michael Ryu Gordine. Chloe Abigail Grant. Arana Lachey Green. John Riley Green. Nathaniel Stephen Green. Jacob Ross Greenberg. Brianna Michelle Greenwell. Braden Michael Griffith. Zoe Elizabeth Grimm. Nathan Garrett Grinder. Haley Michelle Gruskevich.
Corey Matthew Guy. Morgan Elizabeth Guy. Rebecca Helen Guy. Alyssa Nicole Haley. Brittany Ann Hall. John Allen Hall, Jr. Haley Jean Hands. Amanda Elizabeth Haney. Kylie Elizabeth Ann Haney. Caleb Arthur Hanks. Caleb Nelson Hare. Ariana Sky Harley. Christopher Daniel Harrington. Tyler Dylan Harris. Destiny Aaliyah Harrison. Summer Vanessa Hart. Brandon Richard Hardy.
Jacob Robert Haynes. Andrew Charles Hyder. Michaela Noel Hefner. Ashlyn Noel Herbert. Kaya Orion Hess. Peyton Alexander Hewitt. Logan Lee Hicks. Amon Dennis Hill. Amaya Janae Hill. Michael Walter Hobbs. Nicole Alexandra Hawley. Alexis Lillian Holloway. Robert Thomas Hood, Jr. Kyla Renee Hooven. Michaela Marie Hopper. Madeline Gail Horstkamp. Stephen Douglas Hubenschmidt.
Natalie Ellen Huff. Kara Michelle Hugel. Ashley Marie Weesey. Abigail Jane Enman. Janine Elizabeth Jackson. Akeem Dion James. Jenna Autumn James. Tyler Lee Jenkins. Travis James Jett. Amira LaShawn Johnson. Anthony Tristan Johnson. Delonte Antonio Johnson. Jessica Rachel Johnson. Samantha Elizabeth Johnson. Vincent Aaron Jones. Zakiah Jaden Lee Jupiter. Alex Michael Kearns.
Carly Lynn Kerr. Arabella Brianna Kemp. Aaron Marie Kennedy. Jeremy Michael Kiesner. Austin Michael Nick.
Rebecca Page Knight. Kyle Francis Knott. Marvin Latrell Knott. Maria Lynn Kolar. Haley Lynn Kosak. Virginia Lee Krasney. Don Mariana Labella. Benjamin William Lacey. Caitlin Marie Lake. Kelsey Lee Lalonde. Matthew Tyler Lancaster. Alexander Paul Landavazo. Kaylin Elizabeth Leach. Taylor Michelle Lemon. Gavin Edward Lukehart. Ashley Ann Lilly.
Dominic Marcus Lasanti. Ryan William Litzinger. Taylor Michelle Lombry. Jesse Carlton Long. Taylor Ann Longworth. Adam Lyle Lord Jr. Gianna Renee McGuire. Kayla Pauline Malaspina. Rachel Renee Mangel. Brooklyn Paige Mann. Taylor Mahelkita Mann. Connor James Mathers. Samantha Nicole Matlock. Jason Dominic May Jr. Sydney Marie Maynard. Trevor Scott McClanahan.
Ray Anthony McDowell. Lauren Nicole McGowan. Carly Nicole McGrath. Sydney Kehoe McGurk. Zachary Jonathan McIntosh. Gabrielle Lynn McKee. Justin Michael McPherson. Matthew Tyler McPherson. Gage Adam Quill Mead. Ryan Douglas Metter. Catherine Ann Middleton. Ephraim Mahango Zamata. Rufus Melvin Mitchell. Tyler Joseph Mojeriski. Cameron Jared Montague. Haley Madison Moore. Alyssa Ariana Morgan.
Brent Ethan Morgan. Caitlin Victoria Morgan. David Harrison Morton. Kyle Matthew Murphy. Kayla Marie Murray. Mason James Murray. Lisa Marie Myers. Allie Marie Nelson. Candace Lene Newman. Abigail Paige Nicholas. Christian Paul Nolan. Blake Pearson Oliver. Hannah Rose Oliver. Shania Maria Oliver. Skylar Hope Oliver. Thomas Trenton Orr. Jordan Lee Osborne.
Megan Christine Overby. Kayleen Nicole Owen. Emily Grace Parado. Michaela Elizabeth Peters. Nicholas Dooley Piasante. Alex John Pilkerton. Timothy Austin Pilkerton. Kevin Tyler Poteet. Samantha Kathleen Pounceby. Kobe Allen Powell. Lane Tyler Price. David Allen Pritchard. David Allen Pritchard. Charles Milton Proctor, Jr. Savannah Victoria Pulliam. Carla Ramel Piles. Brandon Tyler Quaid.
Kelly Lynn Quaid. Lindsay Nicole Quaid. Mason Edward Jean Quaid. Samantha Lynn Quaid. Jawan Rashad Randolph. Samuel Isaiah Rebuck. Hannah Lee Rector. Madeline Elizabeth Redding. Darren Michael Reeder. Chloe Gail Reese. Haley Nicole Risco. Joshua Allen Roulet. Emily Renee Rice. Andrew Robert Ringley. Tucker Jones Ritchie. Heather Marie Roker. Noah Essex Rose. Cameron Allen Ross.
Cody Victoria Russell. Padraic Seamus Ryan. Connor Matthew Rye. Brandon Nazareth Samuels. Jacob Michael Santa. Kayla Michelle Saunders. Andrew Dominic Savoy. Paul William Scheller IV. Michael Curtis Schumauer Jr. Katarina Tevin Switzer. Haley Mia Scotty. Joseph Jacob Senator. Jessica Lynn Secundia. Catherine Ann Settle. James William Schaefer III. Kelvin Lovin Shefford II.
Miranda Joy Shipman. Isabella Renee Sigmund. Draven Hunter Silks. Logan Edward Simons. Jacob Austin Slaughter. Christian James Sloper. Joanna Flo Smeltzer. Alyssa Karen Smith. Anton Smith Jr. Hannah Nicole Smith. Madeline Ann Smith. Remington Cully Cooper Smith. Shayna Lee Smith. Zania Mariah Smith. Jaden Dominic Smoke. Michael Dwayne Snow Jr.
Daniel Reeves Spicer. Cameron Tyler Sprouse. Savannah Danielle Staples. Noah Andrew Stathers. Courtney Michelle Sterling. Brett Mason Stockman. Daniel Lee Stone Jr. Derek Michael Stonestreet. Brianna Kaylee Sullivan. Noah Daniel Tack. Ryan Michael Talton. Cameron Joseph Tanatiev. Glenn Alfred Taylor III. Sierra Kelly Thomas. Danielle Brianna Thomas. Shelby Thomas.
Taisha Nicole Thomas. Bradley Joseph Thompson. Marquise Daquan Tolson. Dakota Monique Toy. Trey Albert Nok Ton Tron. Savannah Jean Trahern. Hannah Marie Tucker. Kelsey Alexandra Tucker. Jordan Emmanuel Turner. Michaelin Ann Underwood. William Philip Van Fossen. Dale Matthew Van Meter. Kobe Michael Varela. Elizabeth Nicole Varner. Kenneth Ryan Wasson. Megan Elizabeth Wathen.
Amira Simone Weems. Casey Ann Welch. Megan Marie Welch. Jack Patrick White. Julia Elizabeth Wiggin. Cameron Dean Wigglesworth. Amanda Lynn Wilkes. Austin James Williams. Brian Austin Williams. Jeremiah Timaeus Williams. Jolene Leanne Williams. Leah Rebecca Willoughby. Kara Renee Wilson. Austin William Windsor. Mackenzie Alice Windsor. Savannah Marie Windsor.
Connor William Wood. Grace Olivia Wood. Mackenzie Sky Wood. Cheyenne Lee Wood. Braden Presley Yackel. Kane Marcus Yates. Catherine Renee Yates. Jessica Marie Humans. Devonna Marie Young.
Dr. Smith, Mrs. Bailey, and other members of the Board of Education, by virtue of the power vested in me, I am pleased to certify the Chopticon High School class of 2019 as Maryland High School graduates. Graduates, got to listen to me one last time. Graduates, please stand. Class of 2019, you may now move your tassel to the left and ring those bells.
Our first diploma today will be presented to Caitlin Renee Boswell. I'd now like to call Kareem Savon Hope. And our last graduate today is Akeem Isaac Young. Please join me in another round of applause for our special graduates.